You really have to stop underestimating the American people, because we're so much smarter than the Democratic Party gives us credit for.
So now they throwing around the word misinformation. Well, was we misinformed when we heard what we heard directly from her mouth? And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750.
No, sister, let me explain it to you. The misinformation came, just like in this video, where you cut it off at her saying $750. But you didn't keep playing it because she said $750 for immediate needs. So if you had immediate needs and you're in an affected area and you could prove that you were in an affected area, you would get the $750 unless you owed the government money. Then they would take that $750 and apply it to whatever money, whatever funds you owed. So if you owed the government $500, you'd have got $250. If you owed more than $750, they would keep it. That's misinformation, by not playing what she said completely.
And was we also misinformed when the director of FEMA, Mayorkas, came out and said what he said? Or did he misspeak?
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
And I'm going to be as brief as I can with your second question. It says FEMA launches webpage to respond to rumors that confirms the facts related to her current Hurricane Helen response and recovery. Here we go. It says rumor. FEMA does not have enough money to provide disaster assistance for Hurricane Helen. This is false. FEMA has enough money for immediate response and recovery needs. If you were affected by Helen, do not hesitate to apply for disaster assistance, as there is a variety of help available for different needs. FEMA's Disaster Relief Fund has enough funding to support Hurricane Helen efforts, and FEMA has what it needs for immediate response and recovery. Okay, so we got that. Next rumor. FEMA will only provide $750 to disaster survivors to support their recovery. Fact, this is false. This is a type of assistance that you may be approved for soon after you apply, called Serious Need Assistance. It is an upfront flexible payment to help cover essential items like food, water, baby formula, breastfeeding supplies, medication, and other emergency supplies. There are other forms of assistance that you may qualify for to receive, and serious needs assistance is an initial payment you may receive while FEMA assesses your eligibility for additional funds. And remember, like I said, guys, if you owe the federal government any money, if that money is more than $750, they're going to take it. If you don't owe him anything, you're going to get $750. If you owe him $200, you're going to get $550, and so forth and so on. And then there's the number right there, the 800 number if you need to apply. Next rumor. FEMA is asking for cash donations and turning away volunteers. FEMA does not ask for or accept any cash donations or volunteers. Rumor. Funding for FEMA disaster response was diverted to support international efforts, the Ukraine people over there overseas, or the border-related issues, the migrants coming in, getting housed. Fact, this is false. No money is being diverted from disaster response needs, disaster. FEMA's disaster response efforts and individual assistance is funding through the Disaster Relief Fund, which is dedicated funded for disaster efforts. Disaster Relief Fund money has not been diverted to other non-disaster related efforts, and so forth and so on. You can read that through yourself. You can go to the website here that I just pulled up, and you can read it for yourself. Do your own fact check. Rumor: FEMA is confiscating donations meant for survivors. Already said it before. FEMA does not take donations and or food from survivors or voluntary organizations. So, sister, I hope that answers your question.
Everything is so misinformation and misinformed. I just have a few questions. That's it. Is the critical needs payout of $750 only a one-time payout per household, not per person, and you would need to qualify, which also indicates that you may be denied? Just asking.
Yes, as I said, my sister, you can be denied if you owe the government money, and it's per household, $750.